Here are the crypto top headlines covered in this video. Trump policies could take DeFi, BTC staking mainstream, says RedStone co-founder. Next, no apology can undo the damage Gary Gensler has caused, says Tyler Winklevoss. Also, Pennsylvania lawmakers introduce revolutionary legislation to establish Bitcoin as a strategic asset reserve. Welcome to Crypto Top Headlines, where there are no speeches on my opinions, just bringing crypto's news to you. I would greatly appreciate it if you would click on the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell. It does help support the channel, so thank you in advance for doing so. Now, on to these headlines. Our first top headline, Trump policies could take DeFi, BTC staking mainstream, says RedStone co-founder. Trump's administration could push DeFi from niche to mainstream, with crypto advocates eyeing potential pro-crypto policy shifts. Donald Trump's presidency, starting in 2025, has fueled speculation within the cryptocurrency industry about his administration's potential impact on digital finance. In an interview with Cointelegraph, Marcin Kazmierzak, co-founder and chief operations officer at RedStone, suggested that the incoming Trump administration could drastically propel the expansion of decentralized finance, or DeFi. Such an administration could champion policies that push DeFi from niche to mainstream, catalyzing an influx of innovation and investment, Kazmierzak said. He also noted that Bitcoin price surges typically trigger increased DeFi service activity. As BTC escalates, it doesn't just climb in isolation, it lifts the entire DeFi sector, he added. Pro-crypto policies for DeFi growth. Kazmierzak suggested that Trump's administration might adopt crypto-friendly policies, easing regulatory barriers and encouraging innovation. With Trump at the helm, expect a bullish wave across DeFi platforms, potentially rewriting the rules of DeFi, he said, referencing Trump and his team, forking Aave and creating World Liberty Financial, or WLFI. However, the launch of Trump's WLFI token on October 16th was underwhelming. By 10 a.m. UTC on October 17th, only 848.63 million, or 4.24% of the WLFI supply had been sold. Issues included a complex buying process, limited access, and technical difficulties on the project's website, prompting some to label the initiative as a grift. Can Bitcoin staking become a new investment standard? Kazmierzak also pointed to Bitcoin staking as a potential game changer, particularly as BTC approaches the $100,000 mark. The psychological impact could open an era where BTC staking becomes as commonplace as stock dividends, attracting a broader spectrum of investors from retail to massive institutional funds. The implications of BTC's potential dual functionality, becoming a store of value and a source of income, particularly when close to hitting $100,000, could impact both BTC and DeFi. Increasing BTC's appeal through staking incentivizes long-term holding, which could result in reduced selling pressure. However, price volatility could still impact this. Kazmierzak said that BTC's notorious volatility functions as both a magnet for traders and a minefield for the market, creating an unpredictability that can deter conservative investors and skate the confidence of participants. Let me pause here for a moment. If you're getting value out of this video, please click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Our next top headline, no apology can undo the damage Gary Gensler has caused, says Tyler Winklevoss. Let's be clear on one thing. Gary Gensler is evil, Tyler Winklevoss said in a detailed thread about the SEC chair amid resignation rumors. Cryptocurrency exchange Gemini co-founder Tyler Winklevoss claims the damage caused by United States Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler to the crypto industry is irreversible as speculation mounts that Gensler may resign. Let's all be clear on one thing. Gary Gensler is evil, Winklevoss declared in a November 15th X post. He should never again have a position of influence, power, or consequence, Winklevoss added. Winklevoss's remarks follow growing optimism among crypto market participants that Gensler, a well-known crypto skeptic, may resign after Trump's win in the U.S. presidential election on November 5th. Gensler's behavior cannot be excused as good faith, Winklevoss claims. Winklevoss claimed that Gensler's behavior cannot be excused as good faith mistakes before arguing that it was entirely thought out, intentional, and purposeful to fulfill his personal political agenda at any cost. During Gensler's time as SEC chair, crypto firms like major exchanges Binance and Coinbase, Ripple, among others, have faced ongoing legal battles from the regulator. Winklevoss argued that Gensler took the regulation by enforcement approach to the crypto industry, showing little regard for anyone working in the sector. Even if this meant nuking an industry, tens of thousands of jobs, people's livelihoods, billions of invested capital, and more, ironically, his psychopathic ambition ended up torching his own political party. Echoing a similar sentiment to Winklevoss, Consensus CEO Joseph Lubin recently told Cointelegraph, "We've been living in a gaslit world for a long time, generously gaslit by the SEC. Backlash toward Gensler continues to grow. MicroStrategy founder Michael Saylor believes whoever takes Gensler's job has the most pivotal role in the crypto industry. I think this is incredibly bullish for digital assets," Saylor added. Reuters reported on November 7th, citing people with knowledge of the matter, that Robinhood's legal chief Dan Gallagher is currently the Trump team's front-runner to replace Gensler. Meanwhile, on November 14th, 18 U.S. states filed a lawsuit against the SEC and Gensler, accusing the financial regulator of gross government overreach against the nascent crypto industry. The plaintiffs include Nebraska, Tennessee, Wyoming, Kentucky, West Virginia, Iowa, Texas, Mississippi, Ohio, Montana, and others. Our next top headline: Pennsylvania lawmakers introduce revolutionary legislation to establish Bitcoin as a strategic asset reserve. As President-elect Donald Trump prepares to take office in January after beating Kamala Harris in the elections, his proposal to establish a strategic national Bitcoin reserve is gaining momentum across the United States. Pennsylvania lawmakers have introduced the Pennsylvania Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act, legislation that would allow the state treasury to invest in Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Pennsylvania's Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act. Following in the footsteps of Senator Cynthia Lummis's similar proposal, Pennsylvania lawmakers introduced the Pennsylvania Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act in the state's House of Representatives on Thursday. The bill, sponsored by Republican Pennsylvania State Representative Mike Cable, would allow the Treasury to allocate up to 10% of its $7 billion state funds into Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and to diversify beyond traditional assets. The Pennsylvania Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act is a visionary step towards securing our state's financial future, Cable stated. Cable argued that many renowned financial institutions, our nation-states, including the United States, have invested in Bitcoin to protect their funds from economic volatility. Moreover, high-profile investment companies like BlackRock and Fidelity are now offering their customers Bitcoin options, while U.S. states such as Wisconsin have also made strategic investments in crypto assets. The Pennsylvania Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act is a visionary step towards securing our state's financial future. By integrating Bitcoin into our reserves, we're not only protecting Pennsylvania from inflation's relentless impact, but also positioning our state as a leader in financial resilience and innovation, the state representative added. Pennsylvania to set a precedent for other states. Mike Cable stressed that the bill sends a straightforward message: Pennsylvania is ready to embrace bold, modern solutions to safeguard economic prosperity for generations to come. If the Pennsylvania Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Act is passed, it would position the state as the first in the country to hold the premier crypto directly on its balance sheet. This could potentially mark a transition toward a more serious integration of crypto assets into governmental economic strategies. The legislation would also set a precedent for other states considering similar moves. On the federal level, Senator Lummis introduced a similar bill dubbed the Boosting Innovation, Technology, and Competitiveness Through Optimized Investment Nationwide Act of 2024, or the Bitcoin Act. The bill maps out a path for the U.S. states and federal agencies to invest in Bitcoin. So this concludes Crypto Top Headlines. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe buttons as well as the notification bell. Also, leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you all for watching Crypto Top Headlines, bringing crypto's news to you.